A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, before you move.
Right, this one's Kartong Chaos. A story from the Tigerfish Tales, one of many. But yeah, this is Kartong Chaos. I don't know what I'm doing here, do I? I'm not never that out because it. Right then, as promised, we've got a story from Kartong Chaos, and basically, it's when we were fishing in Kartong in the Gambia. Me and the Bunga boys. Okay, so the Bunga boys. The reason we're called the Bunga boys is because the bait we were using was called Bunga fish, proper shit bait. But that's if you had no bait, that's the bait you used. But you'd rather go for like prawns or tilapia. They were a good bait anyway. Bunga. So yeah, we got the name the Bunga boys. It's me, Patty, Daisy, and Joe. So we'll just get straight into it. Yeah, so we're in the we're in Jamboree. Me and the Bunga boys, and it's the first time we met George. So George Anderson, right? He used to be in the SBS Special Boat Service. He was in the Falklands War. He lost a finger in that, mate. And Georgie boy, mate, I don't know how he's still going, son. He's got one lung, smokes like a trooper, doesn't fucking stop. And he's an absolute legend, and he helped us. He's taught us a lot how to use boats and get amongst it, He used to tell me that he used to, when he was on a mission, he'd be like in the water for 8 to 10 hours, just sitting there, you know what I mean, waiting to strike. I'll just look at him in awe, and I'm like, bloody hell, mate, fucking mad bastard, fucking nutter, innit? Fucking hell, son. So I'll try not to keep saying because I could do that a lot, I've noticed. Anyway, so George's mate Martin. So Martin, he's a character. He's Dutch. So everything he says sounds like gibberish. I'm just like, like, mate. Just start laughing at him. Anyway, he knows he's fishing. He's good. He's caught some tiger fish in the past. Anyway. So we met him at big shout out, Talamanca Lodge in Jamboree. Banner or Tallis, he's the main geezer. It's his place, and it's a lovely place to stay. He's just renovated it as well, so I'm just giving him a shout out. So if you're ever in that area, Talamanca Lodge, and you got Chris's garden, you go down. He's got a coffee shop. Go to Chris's coffee shop. That's a funny story. When I was last there, we went to the shop, and Chris come with us. Big Chris, call him like, because he's Big Chris, isn't he? And they're in the little shop that's run by the Mauritanians. And say it's a shop, it's more like a little warehouse thing. Anyway, he so what do you want, Chris? Have whatever you want, son. Thinking like a fucking Mars bar or kind of pop or something. And he looks at the top shelf. He goes, "I'll have the big Nescafe coffee." I was like, "Fucking hell, son! It's dearer here than at home. It's like 15 quid." I was like, I looked at it. I thought, you know what, fair play, son. I'd have done the same because he's got a coffee shop. You know what's even funnier? Fucking next day, I'm driving past, aren't I? And all the boys are in there, aren't there? There must be about 20 fucking lads in there saying, anyway, you couldn't really explain it. Well, I can, but I'm not going to. And I drove past and they're all standing outside, smiling, drinking coffee, going, "Johnny Bear," putting the thumbs up and waving. I was looking at them like, "You cheeky bastards." No, it's funny though, isn't it? I don't mind that, because I'm over there on a budget. But it's fair play, innit? You know what? It was even better that that Joe passed in, they're all drinking coffee, like laughing. And I was like, that's what took the night. I thought that was nice. I took that as nice in the sense of it's weird, isn't it? Because it's funny And I don't know where I'm going with this, but it's I say took pleasure in it. It sounds a bit weird though, doesn't it? I thought I like that. They're all sitting. It's got anyway. That's some digressing. I don't know what I was going to say about. Oh shit, yeah, going Kartong Chaos. I'm still in John Jamboree. So yeah, we met George and Martin, and we were in Ben Bar, and George is chatting, and obviously he's in the SBS, so he's got some mad stories, hasn't he? Patty's like, he's full of shit, he is. I was like, what do you mean? He's fucking over, he's full of shit. He says he's got a place in Kartong, George, you can stay. He says he's got a boat, he's going to take us fishing. I said, sound. He goes, but do you reckon he has? I was like, well, fucking, why would he be saying he has it? Anyway. I had no reason not to believe him. But we just met him, we were tired, and be honest with you, they were doing a fucking head in. We were fishing off the back of banners. And it was hard doing then anyway, because he had a boat at the back, a shipwreck boat that wasn't his, so he couldn't take it down, but just fishing up forwards out the back of his place. Anyway, he's gone now. Salamanca, it's totally different to how it was when we first went. Anyway, so we're trying to figure it out, get around this boat, standing over the river, thinking there's crocodiles in here. Anyway, yeah, there's crocodiles in here. What are we doing? Standing on this old fucking shipwreck boat. We were like, we'd already agreed to go George's and what's it, but by this time in the evening, they're doing reading, and we'll just want to be like, fuck them off. Now we're thinking, shit, should we have agreed to, cut this journey short up here and go down that? I'm not going to say it anyway. So we've left John Jamboree, gone with George, as he says. You've got a Mitsubishi Pereiro, mate. It's a fucking beast. Well, you need a car like that out there. But it's like, if you're rolling in one of them, you're the boys, you know what I mean? Go anywhere you want. So got to Kartong, and George hasn't got any room for us. He didn't tell us that, did he, when we left there? But he goes, all right, I haven't got any room for you lads, but you can stay at a place just over the road in some tents, a place called Little's. And it was this Gambian lady that was with a guy from the Netherlands, and they built a compound and setting it up as a tourist thing. I don't know if it's happened. I haven't been there ever since we went there. That's that time. And we're like, yeah, sounds. So George's got a pool table, the only pool table in the Gambia, mate. If you Georgiana's, I don't know if it's still there now because they've split up and it's gone a bit tits up. But back then, they had a pool table, little bar, good food, and we were like, mate, how have you dropped on? George ain't full of shit, mate. George knows what he's doing, son. And then there's got some characters, I'll tell you what, some characters in the Gambia. And when I say characters, I mean English. The English expats, mate. They're like, Gambians are normal. The expats you meet over there, there's always some, including me, and there's some, we've all got a bit of a mad story. And there's one lad that I remember, Bum Bag Dan, we called him, because he had a bum bag and he's a bit of a gimp. And he used to rock around on this little quad bike. And his missus, they used to fall out all the time. And they were tired there. And anyway, when we were there, he chewed it on the bike, pissed up, and he bum bag come off. So anyway, by the end of it, we were calling him Bum Bag Dan to his face. Because he built a house. Anyway, it turns out that he put a glass roof on it, didn't he? And then out in the Gambia, glass roof, mate, fucking burned down, didn't it? It set on fire. George was telling me. I was taking the piss. No, honestly. But yeah, so that was Bum Bag Dan. Then we've got Doldos, I can't remember his name now. But he's sitting there, just met him, this old geezer said, I've never worked a day in my life, mate. I was like thinking, fucking hell, son, I've grasped with all my life. Yeah, claim off this, doing all this. And by the end of it, I thought, he's a fucking dickhead, mate. I was like, he was boasting, but it just pissed me off. And the boys, Bunga boys, we were like, what a fucking, anyway. And his missus, though, he was only a little chap, and his Gambian wife, mate, beat the shit out of him. And that's, you ever seen him arguing one day, and because they had the place next door in the garden, and she fucking had him right off, mate. Beat him up. We were like, go on, what are you doing, man? You look not bad. So we gone to Little's, haven't we? And rocked up. And it's fucking tents, mate. And we do all right, mate. It's fucking, you know what? Nothing better than staying in the tent in the Africa because it's nice and cool and it's bob on, mate. We've got there's big fire going, and there's 4 big African women. Probably the best way to describe it. None of them lookers. You know, I'm not ripping, I'm just telling it how it is. And yeah, we were like, mate, we've come here, we were going fishing, you know, we've just had 2 weeks or whatever it was, just in the bush. So, you know, the last thing we want to tackle is big black African woman. Don't matter if it's big Africa anyway. There you go. So we're going fishing. George just give us these rods and lent them us and goes, whatever you do, lads, just look after them. Yeah, he reiterated a lot of times, look after them rods, boys. And I'm like, yeah, we will. You got to watch out for Patty though, son, because Patty don't give a fuck. Patty does not give a fuck. Mate, you give Patty a rod, mate, he'll come back with 4 eyes left on it, half a reel, and no line. So we didn't really want to take responsibility for Pat with the rod out in the Gambia. You know, it's hard enough out here on the lake. Sorry, Pat, I'm not giving you shit, mate. I'm just saying it because it's funny. So yeah, we're sound. Pat's like, don't worry, man, we're sound, mate, with this, you know. We're fucking fishing in the sea, aren't we? Because he was sea rods. First cast party, mate. Rod snapped in half. Just went. I turned and looked at him. I was like, "What the fuck, son?" He goes, "I don't know what happened." I was like, "We fucked it now, aren't you, kids?" George's gonna be well pissed off. I don't know how it happened, but it was. It wasn't me. He goes to me, "It wasn't me." I said, "Just see you do it, kid." Daisy's gone and cut his foot, Annie, getting out the fucking Pajero. Didn't have his flip flops on. Made a big scene, sitting on the floor. Oh, no, the sun, because we're on the beach. And we're like, Daisy, it's this little grey sun. No, what if it gets infected? And he's like, oh, see you later, mate. We're going fishing. Patty snapped that rod. Don't think we caught that evening either. So we've gone back to George, haven't we? Fucking rod's broke. Tried to explain, and he was sound about it. I didn't know why we were panicking. We were probably shitting ourselves. And then that night, mate, it was, you know, knackered, you know, taking the piss out of each other in this tent, mate. It was like one of them where it was like a pod. So you'd have a main little bit in the middle and then 4 tents around it, all joined up. It's pretty sick, mate. It's like something like if you were on the moon or something, you know, something like that. You'd use, I would anyway. That night, the neighbour, Little's neighbour's pissed out of his head with his gun, shooting at the dog, beating fuck out of it. And we're like, mate, we're in a tent, son. One of them bullets goes straight. We're fucked, aren't we? So that fucking shit us up a bit. We're all alright in the end. But yeah, I don't know how that's just come across. Just in my head, I had, you know, I've said it that many times, I've worn out. I was going to tell you. Well, that's how we're fishing in Kartong. I'm knackered, so I have gone on a bit, but it's around that time I normally end it, 16:31. But I'm going to give a shout out now, boys, to Jackson's Joinery, Patty, best joiner since Jesus. Joe Knighty, landscaper, 9 Oaks. Get amongst him if you want a nice garden. He's the man. Daisy, he's a gardener. He'll come and garden the one that you have Joe to do the landscape. Cronin Groundworks, here's another one. He's a legend. All good lads. They know what they're doing. So if you need any anything like that, mate, that's your one. But anyway, nice one. AI, I don't know where she's at tonight. She hasn't turned up. So AI co-host she'll be getting a bollocking when she gets back because I'll be like, where have you been, mate? You missed the podcast.